Today on the net, an Egyptian blogger in Israel to promote peace. Some of the best online hoaxes of 2012. And researchers are asking for web users' help in studying the Tanzanian savannah. A visit to the grave of Yitzhak Rabin, a talk at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Egyptian blogger Michael Nabil is currently touring Israel to promote peace, 1 month on from Israel's military assault on the Gaza Strip. In prison for 10 months last year for criticising Egypt's army on his blog, Michael Nabil became a symbol of the uprising against the ruling military, tasked with overseeing Egypt's political transition following the ouster of Hosni Mubarak. But Michael Nabil, who comes from a Christian background, remains a controversial figure in his country. A pacifist activist, he refused to complete his military service and has on a number of occasions professed support for Israel, thus tempering public sympathy for him in Egypt. But in spite of criticism from his fellow citizens, some of whom call him a traitor, the blogger continues his campaign and is documenting this visit to Israel, which was organised by the NGO UN Watch, on Twitter. He's been openly critical of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his government and urged the people of Israel to oppose the actions of their army. Technological advances have made the web perfect ground for practical jokers, some more talented than others. Here's a look at some of the best online hoaxes of 2012. This is the latest video to have hit the online headlines. We see footage purporting to show a golden eagle snatch and then release a toddler in broad daylight in a park in Montreal, Canada. Incredible images soon went viral, sparking huge global interest and generating a great deal of discussion on social media. But the video is actually a hoax and was put together by 4 students at a computer graphics school for their 3D animation and digital design course. The clip has been viewed over 31 million times on sharing platforms. Here's another video that well and truly fooled us in 2012. It was produced by Dutch artist Floris Kijk, who specialises in animation and special effects. Millions of people across the globe believed he was able to fly a few hundred metres using wings he had made himself and by flapping like a bird. 8 months of hard work went into making this highly effective hoax. The Russian prankster who made this video claimed to have filmed a mammoth, a species that became extinct over 10,000 years ago, crossing a Siberian river. The video didn't rack up quite as many hits as the 2 we've just looked at, but did get several thousand web users wondering. And finally, some jokers have been making the most of the festive season to get one over on web users. This clip is currently doing the rounds online, making out electricians from Brighton in the UK have been voicing their anger with the town council by including a variety of rude images and messages in the Christmas light installations. It is, again, a hoax and was put together by a British satirical website called The Poke. To get a closer look at wildlife in the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania, researchers have set up hundreds of camera traps with movement sensors that are triggered when an animal walks past. Millions of photos have been taken and web users can analyse them on the site Snapshot Serengeti to help scientists identify the different species living in the nature reserve and study their behaviour. Cupid suddenly becomes a brawler. A lion sinks its teeth into its prey. The statue attack photo craze sees some less than friendly statues come to life. This new phenomenon known as statuing has become an instant mega hit on social networks and involves posing alongside a statue and pretending it's attacking you. We'll soon be saying goodbye to 2012, and this satirical video features some of the people and stories that have hit the headlines over this eventful year. A perfect musical roundup of the past 12 months covering happenings like Barack Obama's re-election, the Gangnam Style phenomenon, as well as the conflict in the Middle East and Lance Armstrong's fall from grace in the doping scandal.